The standards need to be there. We live in a society that is constantly changing. It's a global society. Everything is interconnected. It would not be fair to our students to allow a teacher or a school or a single community to determine what that child will learn. We have to make sure that that child will learn everything that is to be learned in order for he or she to succeed anywhere in the world. I think because we need to form very solid foundations. And when they are so young, it's the perfect time for you to create these solid emotional, social, and academic foundations for them to succeed in life and in school. As long as it is developmentally appropriate, who am I to say that this is where I should stop with this child, when the potential of this child could be way up there? So it would be a disservice to this child, to these children, not to expect, to have high expectations for them and to allow them to achieve their utmost potential. When you have an idea of what's taking place at school, then at home, or when you go to the supermarket, when you go to the theater, you can help your child make those connections. So for example, a child in pre-kindergarten, and when it comes to mathematics, we are teaching them about patterns, how to create patterns, how to recognize a pattern and continue with it. So I'm at home, I'm setting the table, and I'm telling my child, go set the table. And just by placing the fork, the knife, the fork, the knife, the fork, the knife, that's the connection, of that mathematical foundation, recognizing and continuing with the pattern, and you're doing now setting the table for dinner. What reading does to you, it's the perfect pathway to intellectual independence. You learn to think on your own, to arrive at your own conclusions, to make your own decisions, to take ownership of your learning. And the love for learning at an early age, like many other things in life, it's a habit. It's a habit that needs to be instilled, that needs to be inspired in our children. And the younger you get them to create that habit in their lives, the better. It becomes second nature. In my case, I had a student who couldn't speak. He was with me for almost 3 years. His way of telling me what he wanted was by pinching me. And he academically bright, but it was this social thing that's what I needed to focus on. And little by little, every day practicing the social routine that we had in our classroom, until one day in his third year with me, instead of pinching me, he tapped me on the shoulder when I was interacting with another child. And he said, not quite my name, because Alex was a little difficult for him to say, so he called me Alice. But I didn't recognize the voice because I had never heard that voice before. And when I turned around, it was that child who had been with me for 3 years, who used to pinch me all the time, who didn't say my name, and he was trying to get my attention using the social skills that I taught him. It took him 3 years to get there, but he got there. And that was powerful.